Emily spent the year running from memories and regrets. But as the year ended, she realized real change isn't escape. It begins when we pause, face ourselves, and let every ending become a new beginning. As the final hours of the year slipped quietly away, the town seemed to slow its breath. Emily walked alone through the empty streets, wrapped in her coat as the cold brushed her face. The chill was sharp, yet strangely comforting, grounding her in the moment. The city felt unusually still, as if it were paused between what had been and what was yet to come. There was no rush, no noise, only the hum of streetlights and the steady rhythm of her steps. Beneath the warm glow of the streetlights, Emily replayed the past 12 months in her mind. Fleeting moments of joy surfaced, alongside silent sorrows she had never fully spoken aloud. There were words she had swallowed, choices she questioned, and lessons that settled quietly in her heart. The year had shaped her gently through moments both tender and painfully real. Each step she took echoed softly against the cobblestones, pulling her gently into the present moment. They reminded her of the many paths she had chosen, and the many she had quietly left unexplored. Some decisions still lingered within her, unresolved and gently unfinished. Others, however, had softened over time, carrying a quiet sense of acceptance. And in that walk, she understood. Every road taken or abandoned had shaped who she had become. In the distance, faint fireworks began to light the night sky, small sparks of color breaking through the darkness. They weren't loud or overwhelming, just quiet lights asking to be noticed. They felt like gentle reminders that real change often arrives softly. Their beauty felt symbolic rather than celebratory. They mirrored the subtle changes within her. Not a dramatic turning point, just a quiet becoming. Her thoughts drifted to the people who had crossed her path during the year. Friends who had shared laughter and warmth came to her mind. Even brief kindness from strangers lingered longer than she had expected. She remembered small connections that felt meaningful only later. Each interaction, no matter how small, left a quiet imprint on her life. She thought of Michael, of late-night conversations filled with dreams, doubts and unspoken fears. They had found comfort not only in words but in silence, in simply being present with one another. Even through moments of misunderstanding, there had been an unspoken bond, something steady that neither time nor distance had completely erased. Emily recognized how often she had run from her own emotions, convincing herself that movement meant progress. She had stayed busy, kept going, avoided stillness, believing that slowing down would somehow mean falling behind. Yet standing there now, she understood that true growth had always required presence, patience, and the courage to face what she had long avoided. She stopped at the top of a small hill overlooking the city, allowing herself a deep breath as the cold wind gently tousled her hair. In that quiet moment, the weight of the past year seemed to lift just slightly. Hope didn't arrive loudly. It nudged softly at the edges of her heart, asking only to be noticed. Emily realized that the fireworks, the cheers, and the countdowns were only symbols. The real celebration was quieter, her willingness to listen to herself. She honored the quiet courage that had carried her through unseen challenges. Change, she understood, was never about dates or resolutions. It was about awareness. As midnight approached, a profound calm settled quietly within her. The new year wouldn't erase her struggles, but it offered a clean canvas. She felt ready, not to run blindly forward but to move ahead with intention. She knew every ending holds a beginning, and every mindful breath is a step toward meaningful living.